Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. You're going to have a double intro here because I want to let you know in on a little something. For day 17, the next video after this one is going to be a Q&A. We wanted to do a Q&A segment midway through the series around the 15th, 16th, 17th of the month of August. We are getting so many questions, guys. I will tell you right now, there's no way that I can physically respond to every single comment, question, and message. Y'all are just amazing, and we just are so thankful. It's just overwhelming, really, and I thank you for that. So what I want to do is take this moment to let you know. So I'm going to evaluate, real quick, the questions that are coming in. We already have so many. I hope I can get to the main ones that will really help you guys the most, or maybe to know about what I'm experiencing, or maybe why we do things the way that we do. There's been some comments or suggestions that come in, and I see that and I go, I haven't explained that, or why I haven't done that, or why I don't have that, things like that. So we wanted to let you know that's going to be happening on the day 17 ordeal. So this will give you a little heads up for those of you, just to let you know if you want to send something in. And like I said, we will do the very best that we can. We don't want to have 14 30-minute videos on this. Number one, it's physically impossible. Number two, I don't want to bore you to death. So we'll try to get to the main ones that we can. So send that in. Just want to let you have a heads up on that. So let me know and enjoy the video. We have a lot of episodes still coming your way. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera with you. My goodness, what day are we on? Are we on day 16, 15? What day are we on? Of the food storage challenge. I think we're on 16. Can you believe that? It is going by so fast. I'm like, what day is it? Okay, today is simply, this looks so simple. It really is simple, but it is so good. My homemade crusty bread that you saw last night. Yes, it has rosemary in it. I made sure to look at my children real sternly and say, these last two pieces are mine. I have to claim them and hide them. So that's what I did with the biscuits, and that's what I had to do with my cinnamon bread and all these other things. So nonetheless, quick breakfast this morning of some wonderful crusty bread. You can make that in your home, outside, in your Dutch oven. I've made it on a wood stove, on open flame, as you have seen, and then obviously I have made it in my oven as well. So that's what I'm having for breakfast. We have a huge day today. More to come on that, so stay tuned. And I'm just putting some butter. Why do I have butter? Well, first of all, I have a cow. But second of all, I had to clean out a freezer. I don't have room for certain things right now, which more to come on that. So there have been some things that fell fair game to a quick crisis on the homestead that I'm going to have to eat quickly. So, and I had some extra butter. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then, of course, I have strawberry jam. My children have completely inhaled my last strawberry jam, my homemade peach jam, and my homemade apple butter. All these things are homemade here on the farm and canned and whatnot. So, but they do not last when they open. When they're opened, they go very, very fast. So, going to have this real quick and get busy. We're going to take you along for the day. Lots of things going on. Not sure what we're doing for dinner. Have some ideas, but I don't know because today is taking a different turn of events, which I knew one day this week would, but I didn't know which one it would be. So we're going to eat. We're going to go run errands. I just got a ding on my husband's phone or on my computer. So let's get busy. Well, good morning. Did you get your belly full and now you're over it? Oh, yeah. Gonna pick it all up there, aren't you, buddy? That's okay. That's okay, you sweet thing. You're laying on a tomato. You don't care. Oh, get it, Mr. Peaches. Oh, yeah. Just to show you the final bit of strained milk this morning. Look at all that foam just sitting on top. Isn't that amazing? Having a dairy cow, or maybe even a goat, obviously, is a great way to go on a homestead. Evaluate definitely what you can do and what you can handle. It's a lot. There's a lot of things with feed and hay and safety and just keeping everything sanitary as possible and just a lot of good things. But I'm telling you, the cow feeds everyone on the homestead. Is it good, buddy? You love that. That's your morning treat. What are you doing? You gonna cause trouble? Oh my. You gonna put your paw in it? Oh, okay. It's so amazing when you come into late summer and you have so much produce, whether you've grown it, bought it, or neighbors gifted it to you, and you take it for granted. And then I keep thinking about wintertime coming. December, well, not December, because we have a lot of good things we eat in December, but January, February, early March, when you start missing this stuff. Old Fred, you gotta love him. All right, guys, we're gonna take you on our journey here today. This is what we've been doing. We gotta hustle home. 776 pounds of pork, and Mama has got lard to render. Check it out. So we're going to show you all this later. We're going to get all this organized and in all of our freezers. Old Fred and Farmer Rick and Miss Homestead lady, they're going to be high on the hog, as they say. Check it out. Here we go. All right, guys, we are back. And this dinner is going to be wonderful, and it's deliberately made the way that it is. We got all of our pork back. It has stuffed. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 total freezers. One is inside the house. We've had to completely go through everything, go through what we have, what do we need to use first, etc., etc. That caused me in the past day to empty out some of my freezers, go through some things, go through my pantry, and I have a discovery, which is what has whipped this meal up today. Butter, baby. I had to take butter. It's like coffee talk. It's like butter, baby. Right here, I have extra packs of butter that I keep in my freezers. You should do the same. Because you can take them out, guys, and you can put them on the countertop, and they will keep. You can go through so much for so long. Do what's comfortable for you. But Mama has some butter to use in some upcoming situations, because really, I went through a freezer crisis. I had to eliminate everything from some of my freezers and go through them to make room for the pork coming on. That would be the same as if a crisis happened and I had to start using stuff up and making room, elsewhere or whatever. So what I'm saying is, we're using it. I have bags of this. I need to start using it up. I've got a lot of it that I want to go through and use it up. So I had to move it out. We're going to be using that. We're making shepherd's pie. This right here, I went through my pantry. It's already expired. I'm using it because we get wild and willy like that. Okay, so my salt, my pepper, my Worcestershire salt is going to be my spices for my meat, because I'm telling you right now, listen to me, had I not been eating down that ground beef and steaks and all the yummy things that we have from our steer that we got, grass-fed steer that we got back, there's no way that I would have been able to fit all the pork into the freezers in a fast fashion. I'm telling you. It was crunch time. We were almost in a little bit of a panic, but we made it work. It was a lot of pork and a lot of fat and for lard and yummy things in our freezers right now. I'm also going to be using instant potatoes. You need instant potatoes in your food storage. If you're looking at the 1 to 2 year mark, shaboom. You can buy this stuff packaged in such ways, or you can package it yourself to make it last longer than that. Hey, it's the name of the game. What? Why is she having that? It's because I'm telling you right now, of all the things that I'm missing the most in my diet, it is not sugar. I know we often show and talk about my little sweet tooth. Cheese. Oh my Lord, cheese. I make cheese. You've seen me make cheese. I'm going to make some more cheese here this week. But I'm telling you, I miss cheese. These have an expiration date all the way, almost a year and a half from where you're seeing right now. 1 year and 4 months. That's pretty doggone good. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with having some of this on hand, guys, in a pinch. So this is what I'm whipping up. You need to evaluate what works best for your family and your food storage and your food pantry. Things that you do like, things that are comfort to you. That's a whole lot of comfort right there. I'm telling you, this is sanity right here, and yum, yum, yum for my tummy, okay? So this is what we're going for tonight. If all this works out really well, I may whip up a dessert. Depends on how tired we get, because I'm telling you, we have worked like dogs today. Woof, woof. Let's get dinner going, because my troops are hungry. All right, guys, moving faster than Rudy's Goody right here. Instant potatoes, folks. You get that water boiling, you splash them flakes in, boom, you got potatoes going. So I put in a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, and raw milk to kind of flavor this up, because that's going to be the top to my shepherd's pie. So I'm going to get the potatoes done first while my macaroni is cooking up. Remember, this stuff goes quick. If you're making biscuits, make them first. If you're making potatoes like this, something real quick and instant, make it first and set it to the side, okay? Because it will burn up. You can't be tending to this and that and twisting and turning like Chubby Checker and trying to make sure this stuff doesn't burn, because it flat out will. So this is going to be good. You can see that there's my butter right there. Mixing it all in. I'm going to remove this and then work on that while I'm watching that. This is how we roll. There's my cooking buddy. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, Poopaw? Oh. He's wanting some of that right there. You know what he's up to. All right, guys, so here's the deal. The potatoes are ready. They're taken off and resting. The macaroni is ready. We've been tending to the ground beef. It's still cooking up, but it's getting there. So I've gone ahead and added my vegetables that have to be used, okay? I used about half the bag. I know some chickens that are going to be happy here in a few minutes, okay? I like to use succotash, my homemade succotash in this. Some folks just like to use peas and carrots. But I like to add other vegetables too to my shepherd's pie. So it's just a foursome: green beans, corn, peas, and carrots. I put in salt and pepper, and of course my Piggly Wiggly Worcestershire sauce. And again, this expired. We're using it. That's how it's going to be. So we're going to make it happen. We're going to let this cook up. We're going to put the lid on it, make sure it gets really good and done, and then we're going to move to the next phase, which is adding the potatoes on top. Okay, guys, you're seeing the most basic, fundamental college food right here in an organic form being cooked on fire. Okay, am I rocking your socks off right now by doing this? No. But here's what I'm going to tell you right now. In a food crisis situation where you're not going to have refrigeration, and it may be more of a long-term effect, 30 days or more, and you don't have cheese in your diet and you're used to cheese and certain things, I'm telling you, you're going to really appreciate something very simple like this. Very simple to go pick up these inexpensive things, throw them in the back of your pantry. You don't have to eat it every day. I don't make boxed macaroni. This is the first time, James, it has probably been 4 to 5 years since I have made boxed macaroni. Is that not the truth? He's sitting there going, I don't do this. I make homemade macaroni and cheese, okay? With real cheese, real butter, real milk, the whole 9 yards. We cheated here. This is not about making you healthy in 31 days. This is not about blowing your mind with unbelievable meals. This is about what works when you're in these scenarios. That's what we're testing, okay? Especially when you have multiple people, children on hand, and you're limited on what you can cook on and cook with. You got to make the best of it, and that's what this is all about. Let's keep cooking. All right, guys, this is what I did. I could not film at the same time of doing this because the skillet was so hot. I took the skillet off the fire, brought over the mashed potatoes, and put the mashed potatoes, just splattered them on there, evened them out with the spatula, okay? Then I just took my fork and made my little waves there. You can add paprika on top or any spice you like. I did a little bit more seasoning salt on there, seasoning spice, the BKW, and I'm going to put it back on the fire. Now, a lot of times, some people don't do anything beyond this. It's whatever you like. You can eat it right now. The mashed potatoes are baked or already cooked or whatever and hot. So you could do that. We're going to put it on the fire and put a lid on it and just try to get it to see if it'll bake a little bit more. Ideally, this would be in my Dutch oven. And I would put coals on top like you've been seeing me do. That's what I would do. However, my Dutch oven, my perfect size Dutch oven, is going to be used for something else. You can't have too many Dutch ovens, and if you find a size that you use often, you might want to add one as your, maybe a birthday present, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Hanukkah, hello. So think about those things, okay? All right, let's get her over here and see how she fares. All right, remember that bread from last night? That's all that remains. I squirreled it away, people. Had some for breakfast, as you saw this morning. Macaroni is starting to get really good and done, so we're going to go ahead and take it off the fire because you know it's going to stay hot. This is still heating up over here, doing really good. Liking it, liking it. Going to flip the bread, and I think we're going to be just about there. We're hungry. All right, right, guys, everything here is from food storage, and what you'll do first. Butter, you better believe it. Raw milk, you better believe it. We have potatoes from our potato flakes on our home grass-fed beef. We've turned that into a shepherd's pie. We use the Worcestershire sauce. It's already expired. We're going to live. It's going to be good. Then we have macaroni and cheese. I'm telling you, stash some of that away. I really like that brand. Nothing wrong with that, people. You got to have your sanity. Got to have it, and that's a yum-yum food. Macaroni and cheese there. So then we have bread from yesterday. I put a little butter on it and toasted it up. There's none of that left. And then I have just picked these tomatoes and cucumbers today. That's the last of my cucumbers. I'm a little emotional. One of my favorite things to have on the homestead, homegrown cucumbers. All right, straight out of the Lodge cast iron, right here cooked up right in front of you. We're going to enjoy this, and then I might whip up a dessert. Alrighty, guys, we're going to make a cobbler. Dinner's over. We're super happy, and we're stuffed like little pigs. So what we're going to do is make a cobbler. You've seen me make a cobbler before several times. You've even seen me make it in my Dutch oven, which I'm going to do out here. In fact, Grit Magazine even shared my recipe and video. Woohoo! So that was great. Here's what we're going to do. Guys, don't make a big deal about your cobblers, okay? Your mama didn't make a big deal about how to make them. Just some flour. I did about 2 cups. I added in about 1 to 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I added in sugar, whipped it up with some milk. You can cut it with water, whatever, okay? You really need to, that's minimal ingredients, okay? I'm going to make peach. Do I have canned peaches? Oh, yeah, I do. But why would I open those? Because they're my freshest in terms of what's in my pantry. Use what's old first, okay? That's how you rotate it, okay? So I'm going to use this. Somebody's been shopping at the IGA or something. Okay, we're going to put the butter over there. Remember that butter? I'm telling you, butter. Coffee talk, butter. You're going to miss it. It's like butter, baby. Going to put that over there, get it going. Then I'm going to put in my peaches. As you notice, ain't no electricity opening it up. You got to hand crank it. And then we're going to pour the batter on top. I'm going to sprinkle a hair of cinnamon. This is my cinnamon in here. This is an old container. And I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to put the coals on top, and we're going to whip it up. You got to keep an eye on it. Remember what I tell you. Working with cast iron on open heat, on a wood stove, or on a fire, you have to watch it. You have to rotate it, okay? Remember. So let's get it going. All right, guys. Super, super hot. All I did was put the butter in the bottom. Plopped the fruit right in there. You can see them right in there, the peaches. Added just a hair of juice. Then I put my batter right on top and a splash of cinnamon. You can do whatever you like. Cherry, apple, blueberry, blackberry, whoever, whatever you like. I'm going to put the lid on top, and then I'm going to put coals on top, and I'm going to let it bake. You want this around, I don't know, 350 or so, if my memory serves. I just eyeball it, y'all. Okay? With a lot of this, it's just true experience, and if you burn it, you learned it. We're going to keep going with the peach cobbler. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, well, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Look at that. Presents from the barn as we close it down tonight while we're waiting on our cobbler. Are those not gorgeous? Look at that. Sweet girls, I'm telling you, if you're good to those girls, they're good to you right back. All right, guys, we are cooking this up and cooking it down. It's our peach cobbler, but a storm is moving in. The wind is picked up. You've probably heard the wind chime throughout the evening. So when the wind, we always know when a storm is moving in. And we have a lot of heavy lightning. The Tennessee Valley is getting some serious action right now, and it's whipping around on us. So we're going to take this in. If it's doughy, we're eating it anyway. We're taking it in. All right. Safety first. All right, guys, it could have baked just a hair longer, but it's well and good and baked enough. So we're going to cut into it. Just can't chance it out there. We've been sitting through the storm for about 15 minutes, and it was beautiful. I mean, because you could see it from a distance, but a lot of times it starts to whip around on us, and we were like, I don't think so. So check this out. Is it not gorgeous? All right, let's dip it out. Guess what? Guess what? I get to have ice cream. because guess what? I have to throw away. I don't have to technically throw away, but out of my freezers, and we jammed it in there. We did actually throw a lot of old, old this, old that carton. I have some vanilla ice cream. I have a half a carton of vanilla ice cream. So I get to plop it on there. You saw my evil plan. Butter and cheese and ice cream. This girl loves her dairy. There's no doubt about that. Oh my lordy. Check that out. It can thunderstorm all night long. I don't care. Look at that. Perfect. And I'm getting to enjoy some ice cream. Woohoo! All right, guys, I'm telling you, dairy, dairy, dairy. If you love dairy, you're going to miss it more than sugar. You can always satisfy a sweet tooth real quick with a little piece of something, something, or some jam or jelly or honey or molasses. But when you're talking about dairy products, man, that's my thing. That is truly my thing. This is going to be awesome. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. We're going to enjoy this and enjoy the rest of the evening. We will see you on the next episode. This is the conclusion of day 16. We're more than halfway done. Can you believe that? I know it. All right. We will talk to you soon.